in the path to know divinity, to feel that omnipresent consciousness, that infinite love all around you and within you. The obstacles that arise come from identification with duality, identification with the experience of I and thou. In this experience of separation, the division of self, the feeling of self, from all else that is, both manifest and unmanifest, creates a kind of pain, a loneliness, a differentiation, in which the nature of your own being becomes obscured from view in the immersion in sensory experience of an external world, separate from the internal world. The seer, you feel separate from all that you experience. The people all the living beings, all the inanimate objects, all become objects. They are the object of your consciousness. You see them, you touch them, you hear them. They come to you from outside of you. So there is a feeling of self and other. That which is not self. This is the Maya, the illusion that comes from embodiment, the illusion that comes from identity with a physical form, with sensory experience. The illusion comes that there is a consciousness within you that is aware, that is somehow different from what it is aware of. But when the turning of the mind is calmed, and through deep meditation, you move into a nonverbal experience, an experience that is not contained within the rational mind, which has thought from beginning to end and objects of thought. When you move beyond that process into the feeling, the knowing, then you begin to experience the unitary whole of being, where the sense of I and thou dissolves. There is a sense of presence, a sense of infinite love of divine being. And in that sense of presence, there is no duality. There is no I and thou as opposed to other, because experience is not simply of the senses and of the body. Experience comes through direct perceptual field, which is inclusive of all that is, manifest and unmanifest. There is a continual life force, a continual consciousness, a continual love that abides everywhere. When this is seen, there are no objects. There's only life. When this is seen, there is no separation, for all life is conscious. Conscious beingness has formed itself into the multiplicity of colors and forms of this creation. How to maintain this experience when you live in a physical form, when you move day to day through the world, through your life, as an ordinary human being, doing ordinary tasks. How do you maintain this experience of presence, this experience of the non-duality of love, this experience of divine being, forming all that is within itself, so that every living being is but the colorful embodiment, the unique flower in the garden of creation, the embodiment of the infinite love, all seeking to live in, to return, to be in that nectar. How does an ordinary person learn to sustain this experience of truth? Maybe you experience it for a moment, a few moments, an hour, a day. But then the real world, all right? The real world intrudes upon you. But what is this real world? Is it so real? It's the world that you grew up thinking was real, that you learned to integrate as a baby and a toddler, that you learned to perceive as real. The world of separation, the world of sensory existence, the world of ego, of I, separate from all else. This experience of I amness is fundamental to the body-mind manifestation. But it is possible to live in remembrance, to live in a world of love divine, where that moment of experience becomes not a moment, but your life. Whether you are flying a plane in the sky or working in an office, working in your garden, visiting with a friend, talking to loved ones, even doing tasks you do not like, seeing difficulties and tragedies in the world. Whatever the experience, it is possible to sustain the experience of divinity. It is possible to elongate that experience, to remain in truth, to know the real from the unreal. To stay in knowingness, even while you live in this world, even while you inhabit a physical form. Feel that everything around you is the one eternal self, the infinite Brahma, the Lord divine. Your beloved of your heart, that is most dear in your heart, is embodied in all the forms of creation, is in your own mind, in the breath of your breath, the life of your life, is in the food you eat, is in all actions done that you have thought are done by you. It is the play of the infinite dancing in the form of creation, and you are simply part of that beloved's dance. Who is there to do anything but the one who is the doer of all things? The one who is the creator of all things, the preserver of all, and the dissolver of all illusions. That infinite one is guide, guru, self, God. That infinite one permeates everything that is never a separate existence. If you want to know that truth, dedicate your heart with all sincerity to that Lord within, to that beloved, to that one divine presence. Take the belief that you are the doer of deeds and put it at the feet of the true doer of all deeds. Take the belief in your failings, take the belief in your accomplishments, and put them at the feet of the doer of all deeds. Take the judgments in your mind and put them at the feet of the doer of all deeds, the knower of all that is. Surrender everything to the feet of that infinite one, and let the shower of the presence of that one be all around you. Then this world, which has been mundane, becomes sweet indeed, divine. And even the play of good and evil, even the play of pain, sorrow, joy, become the dance within the mind, the lila in the cosmic dance. Not that you do not stand for Dharma, not that you do not fight for truth. This is a mistake to think that. For the doer of all that is stands for Dharma. The doer of all that is, the one who wants to draw all living beings back onto itself, whose love is so great. That cosmic nucleus, Purushottama, the all-attracting force which draws the cosmos into itself. That one stands for Dharma. All has been manifest, and all is being drawn back to the infinite. And you are in that process. That which you have called you, born out of the dance of creation within the mind of that cosmic being. You have no separate existence from that one. It is a misunderstanding of the nature of reality to think that. That love, that infinite self, is what is. Training your mind to this understanding, keeping it forefront throughout the day, using your guru mantra, using your ideation that that divinity is there with you every moment, and that you are not the doer of deeds, but that one is the doer of all deeds. That remembrance throughout your day brings your meditation into a living, vital reality of every moment. And when you open your heart in it, that it just isn't some exercise of the mind, but it's the truth of your being, that your beloved of your heart is all around you every moment, speaking to you, caring for you, loving you. He is in the plants, in the animals, in the rocks, in the soil, in the sky, in the breath of your breath, in the food you eat. Your beloved is there. What a gracious existence this is. The grace of the infinite is always there showering on you. You block it with these things in your mind that tell you differently. You can let them go. Let them go. And keep this remembrance. Keep this remembrance. Every moment, every breath. Keep this remembrance. And when you forget, remember. Enjoy this life. It is the gift of the divine, the play of the infinite. The beloved is all around you. And if you like a good pizza, you like a movie, you like the time with a friend, love it fully. Love those around you fully, fully. And remember your beloved, the deepest of your heart, is there, is the dance played out within you and all around you. There is no duality, no separation. In form and in pure being, the one is, always has been, always will be. And you are entirely capable to let go of these chains that have bound you. And remember the love. Remember throughout your day, take a moment constantly, breathe in the air of the infinite. Look around you and see your beloved embodying in all the forms. Feel that the actions done through you are the beloved acting. You are none but the vehicle, the hollow flute. Can you do this? Will you do this? Will you make a commitment to do this? Make it in your heart. Make it to your beloved. And offer your struggles at the feet of that one. Yeah. All right.